สวัสดีครับวันนี้มาฟีฟ่ากันเปิดมาก็เมเนเจอร์
Well, hello from a city of canals, but also a city of football. We're in Amsterdam at the Johan Cruyff Arena. I'm Derek Ray, joined by Lee Dixon in the commentary position. And we're fully convinced this game will live up to its billing. It's the Netherlands, and they take on Spain.
I'm excited, Derek. Really looking forward to this game. Come on, bring it on.
come on bring it onกองเชียร์เรามากันน้อย
The lineup then for the hosts. And this is a formation most people in the game are very familiar with nowadays.
Yeah, most coaches are adopting this formation. What it does give you is two holding players in front of the back four to protect them, but it also gives you three supporting players to that central striker.
This is the lineup for the visitors today. David De Gea starts in goal. Carvajal plays with Jordi Alba in the wide defensive positions. And for striking inspiration, they're relying on Rodrigo. And they kick off here.
kick off
And the ball's gone.
โอ้ยติด
Moving into the advanced position. He could pick out a teammate. And dispossessed. Oyarzabal.
พลิกสวย
Room to roam on the wing. Was an important piece of defending.
ยังไงวะ
Klassen. Klassen. Options in the
สอน
centre.
ถุงเท้าที่ทุกคนใส่กัน
Danger averted. And that'll be offside. Sergio Busquets. Well, very popular with his teammates and with fans alike. Jorginho Wijnaldum. Lee, based on that challenge, you wouldn't be at all surprised if the referee reaches for his pocket. Referees like to manage the game just as much as players do, but today it is an early yellow card, and we'll see what effect that has on the match.
Well, it'll have a big effect, especially on the player, and also the defenders around that player that's been booked earlier in the game, because they now know he's walking a tightrope.
Short and along the ground. Can't miss, surely. And thwarting his opponent in the nick of time. Klassen.
เข้าสัน
And room now out on the flank. And played in. Thumped clear.
อุ้ยเว
Teammate
นปิเก้
available. Gives it a go. It's still alive. Well, nothing untoward happened.
โอ้
And a fine
บิส
tackle.
เก็ต
Chance to take the lead.
อุ้ยไม่
The
เข้า
keeper
เลย
making sure that was
เหนียว
pushed
เหนียว
well away from
เหนียว
danger. It might appeal to Wijnaldum and
I saw
foiled
it, heนียว
only by the crossbar.
เนี่ย
Sergio
คานเหนียว
Busquets under pressure. Well, they've won possession back. What can they do from here? Well, that's how to do it inside your own penalty area.
เฮ้ยเอ้ยเอ้ยเอ้ยโอ้โหเอาตัวขวางเนี่ย
Hermoso.
มีเปลี่ยนแท็กติก
The
ด้ว
ball
ย
with Rodri. Couldn't keep it. Wijnaldum. It's a good-looking ball in behind.
โอ้เหนียว
Chance
เว้ยเหนียว
maybe.
เดเหนียวเดเหนียว
Well, threat over for now. Rodrigo. Oh, big opportunity. But he knew he had to get to the ball, and he did.
อีกนิดเดียวเอง
Pablo Rosario.
บุกไม่ขึ้นว่ะ
Well, that's one for them to pursue. Klassen.
คาสันไอถุงเท้า
Well, he could really get at the opposition.
เฮ้ย
A goal! The opening statement of the match. A richly deserved lead. And now they can celebrate.
เข้าได้ไงวะ
Well, here it is again, and all the credit goes to the goal scorer. But you have to ask questions about the keeper. He's got to have that covered for me. No wonder he's frustrated with himself.
ถุงเท้าคาสัน
1-0 then. Janssen.
เอาสักหน่อ
Well,
ย
it was a foul, but good use of advantage by the referee.
เอาโว้ย
Sergio Busquets.
ลงแล้ว
Now
ลงแล้ว
potential danger.
ซินวา
Oh, it might
เรี
be.
ยบร้อย
And it goes to square the game. What a contest this is turning out to be.
Well, here's the replay, and it's a decent move to evade the defender, and he had choices of what type of finish to apply. And bang, he goes for the smash. Lovely goal.
Even Steven, one apiece on this match.
เรียบร้อย1-1
De Ligt. Wijnaldum. And he stopped them just when they looked menacing. Oyarzabal. Silva.
เฮ้ยไม่เฮ้ย
And now Kenny Tete. And the counter-attack is on. Options available. Delivering it into the box.
โอ้โหโล่งเลย
And a goal! In the lead again! Fully deserved!
แม่งล่วงจริงโอเคแม่งวิ่งมันชนกล้องเลย
Well, we can see it again here. What a lovely inviting cross into the danger area that was. And he gets up for the header. Quite frankly, it's a lovely finish. Brilliant goal.
Well, 2-1 it is here.
โอ้โหอะไรวะเนี่ย
Oh, that pass easy on the eye. This could square the game.
เฮ้ย
And
นั่น
that's
แหละ
exactly
โรดิ
what
โก้
has transpired. Now, that could be a massive turning point, and momentum is with them.
Well, here's the replay. That pull-back cross is so hard to defend against. And then the composure is impressive as he smashes the ball with all he has to beat a forlorn goalkeeper. Brilliant strike.
And level again here. This has been quite the roller coaster ride.
ขวาง
And they need to get tighter. The game has been turned on its head. They have never stopped believing, and now they sense victory.
ง่าย
Well, here's the replay, and the keeper knows that near post should be his, but he left a gap and he got punished.
3-2 it is. Who would have predicted that before a ball was kicked? Steven Bergwijn
ซ้ำซี
tackling and winning the ball to boot.
อย่าซ้ำอ้อย
Rodrigo. Busquets.
โอ้โหเต็ม
When you're on a yellow card, you've really got to
โดน
tread
ทีนี้มึงต้อง
so
โดน
carefully.
โอ้ไอ้สัตว์ทุเรศ
Well, you've
หาย
got to tread with care when you've already been booked.
I
But no
hear.
second yellow, simply a free kick, Lee.
Well, smile at the referee and walk
โอ้โห
away quickly.
เต็มแม่งไม่โดนเหลืองเป็นไปได้ไงวะเปลี่ยนไม่เอา
Short and along the ground. Well, good technique in terms of how he struck it.
แม่งเอ้ยปั่นแล้วแม่งเฉียดเสานิดเดียวเองดูพี่เบคกู
Did well to win the ball back. The verdict is offside here.
ล้ำได้ไงล้ำเฉยเลย
Really sitting deep now. That could be problematic. Oh, he's really opened them up here. Just unable to take advantage of that developing situation.
หลุดแล้ว
Racing forward, trying to catch them out. Klaassen.
เฮ้ย
But the keeper takes command of the situation. This corner could be useful to them. What about the
กอง
opportunity
เชีย
from
ร์น้อยจัง
earlier?
วะ
Let's have another look now, shall we?
นี่ไอสัตว์แม่งปั่นสวยแล้วไซก้อยเฉียดนิดเดียวอย่างเฮียกูเสียดาย
And firing it into the area, but it can't get through. Having won the ball back, they might be able to profit. Can they do something positive on the counter-attack?
โอ้ยแตะยาวไป
And
หน่อย
they'll regard that as a very disappointing end to the move. Janssen. Masterful piece of foiling. Read it superbly to take back possession. And they will be awarded a free kick for that.
ไอสัตว์ไม่โดนอีกแล้ว
Admonished by the referee. He's now got to walk something of a tightrope.
มึงโกง
Yeah, he
ชิบ
knows
หาย
exactly where he stands. Look at the referee, how he's told him off there. No yellow card, but certainly knows what the
โนยแล้ว
referee's
ขาด
thinking.
แม่งเป็นไปได้ไงวะโอ้ยเฮียเนเธอร์แลนด์มึง2 รอบแล้วนะ
Jordi Alba. Now Busquets. Good movement. Good defending to prevent the
ไอ้
chance.
เหี้ยแค่
Jorginho Wijnaldum. This attack looks highly promising.
มึงขยันกันจังวะ
David Silva. Silva.
อ้าว
And a fine tackle.
ไอ้สัตว์ไม่ฟาวล์โอ้ยอะไรมึงเนี่ย
So a throw in here.
โกงที่ผาย
Oyarzabal. Opportunity to deliver the cross.
ไอ้
And
สัต
it
ว์
wasn't a
จ่าย
great
พลาด
pass,
อีก
was it? Good pressure to win the ball back. David Silva, a very able passer. And a
เรียบ
goal!
ร้อย
That's his brace. They just can't keep him quiet.
ดีใจหน่อย
Well, here's the goal again. It's a clever ball through and a great run. And when he gets through to the keeper, he just smashes it past him and gives him no
โร
chance
ดิโก้
to
นี่
think. A
ทรงแม่ง
lovely
ดี
finish. Well, enjoy the good days as a coach. It can be a roller coaster ride, I can tell you that.
So the current scoreline 4-2. He's given us away.
โอ้ยเย็ดแค่
Excellent use of the ball as they make their way forward. Making sure nothing untoward happened. Quincy Promes. Now, counter-attacking possibilities here.
โกเมสมึงวิ่งเลยจังวะ
Oh, just off target.
Well, it was a wonderful break at speed and looked like they were going to capitalise on it. Not far off, Derek.
โอ้ยสัตว์
Well, Rodrigo aiming high today and delivering, Lee.
Well, shot after shot, he's sent goal-bound. As we can see, keeper must be really sick and tired of him. Keeps picking the ball out of the net as well.
Jordi Alba. Running with the ball confidently. Useful ball to the near post. He can't hold on to it. Well, they can keep possession of it now. This might be ideal for the counter.
โคตรขยัน
And an effective clearance. Janssen.
เอาสิวะ
The referee spotted the infringement, and it will be a free kick in a position of genuine menace. Fine goalkeeping to push that away.
เดกูกระเด็นเลยยึดแค่
And the cross goes in, and snuffing out the danger.
มาเลยตาโอเล่ โอ้โห
An alert piece of
เลี้ยง
defending.
เข้าไม่ได้เลยแม่งไวแต่เลี้ยงเข้าไม่ได้
Janssen. The first half here comes to an end. Not a staggering first half performance from Rodrigo. Lee, your assessment of his contribution?
Wow, it's simply the difference between these two sides. All the eyes will be on him for this second.
As anticipated, plenty of talking points so far. And now the second half is underway.
ไปแล้วเริ่มกันครึ่งหลัง
Steven Bergwijn.
เอาสิ
Pablo Rosario has it. Promes.
เข้ามาเข้า
Ball's gone.
ตามมาเอ็ดแค่ชน
Steven Bergwijn. Wijnaldum.
อะไร
Well, he's
มึง
thwarted him almost effortlessly.
โอ้ยโอ้โห
Possession and patience, the watchwords. Wijnaldum.
เอาสิวะ
Janssen.
เอาสิวะ
Defensive efficiency personified. Counter-attacking, very much an option.
ไปแท็กไว้
And it's played into the centre.
เตาเล่
You've got to say it was a wonderful break, but shame about the wild attempt.
Yeah, who needs a midfield when you can break like that? Superb pace. Disappointing finish, though.
พลาดได้ไงวะล็อก
Difficult to
ล็อก
stop him. Now sliding in field.
เนี่ย
Can he open the door to a potential
แม่ง
goal?
พริ้ว
And there it is! 3 goals in front now. An immense performance.
Well, this is
Cậu
worth
đây
another
mang
look,
thiếu.
Derek. Lovely movement and guile to easily evade the defender. And then through on goal. Do you go for placement or do you go for power? Well, he certainly wasn't messing around, was he? Absolutely smashes it past the keeper. It's a really lovely finish.
Well, we're underway again, and this game was finished as a contest a long time ago. Janssen. Well, he stopped them just when they looked menacing. Hermoso. Now Busquets. David Silva.
โอ้ยโอ้ย
The
โอ้
timing
โห
was perfect. Ball one.
แม่งเหนียวกู
Janssen.
เอาสิ
Good work to regain possession.
มาแล้ว
Promes.
มาแล้ว
Well, he made sure there was absolutely no way through. Doesn't want to lose his cool here. Decent progress with the ball at his feet.
เอ้ย
An opportunity with the header, but not troubling the goalkeeper at all, Lee.
Well, I say
เปลี่ยนตัวไม่เวิร์กไม่เวิร์กบูสเกตออกซาอูลลงมาอาเซนซิโอเฟอร์นันตาเลสเปลี่ยนแม่งยกทีมเลยเอาวิสโก้มาใครอีกมาไม่เอาดีกว่าเอาบ้านามอสมาแทนปิเก้ตาโอเล่เล่นอีกหน่อยดีกว่า ริโก้เล่นไปก่อนเดี๋ยวค่อยเปลี่ยน
One thing, technique, and he didn't have any.
Janssen. Pablo Rosario has it. Promes. The referee knew that was foul play, but advantage it is. Well, that's not textbook defending. Chances on. Well, he's given a corner, the referee.
โดนเลยคาบาฮาลเนี่ยของกู
Perhaps
ไม่
he
น่า
thought
โด
he
นไม่
might
ก็โดน
escape punishment. Not the case.
โอ้
It's a
เล
booking.
ยกระโถ
And he's fired over the corner. And the press is on.
โอ้โห
And play halted. Free kick given.
แล้วมึงก็ไม่แจกใบไอ้ไฟล์เอา
Isco. De Ligt. And it's a quality
หลุดแล้
pass.
ว
Oh, what an opportunity. It's been squandered.
Well, you dream of 1v1s as players. He's had one and he's squandered it big time.
Isco. Rodrigo. Oh, in with a chance.
เรียบร้อยแฮต
And
ทริ
a
ก
goal to seal the hat-trick. A masterclass in finishing. Just can't stop him today.
Well, here's the replay, and it's a decent move to evade the defender. And once he gets himself settled with the keeper to beat, he hammers it into the back of the net. Smashing goal. Well, there's nothing better for a manager when a plan comes together. Total satisfaction.
Snuffing out the danger. Rodrigo. And fired against the crossbar.
ไอ้ซ่า
This might be ideal for the counter. Can they keep it going? And crossed in there. Well, he took care of it defensively.
The visitors' possession stats are brilliant, and all of their team are enjoying this performance. That's why they're winning.
เปลี่ยนบ้าง
That's why they're one of the best teams.
Morata.
Throw-ins given. And intercepted it.
จ่ายทุเรศมาก
The referee's letting it go as they keep the ball. Splendid tackle and a throw-in coming
โด
up.
นเลยเนี่ยเห็นไหม
Good refereeing, waiting
ของ
for
กู
a
แม่งโด
natural
น
break
ง่าย
before administering the caution. Options in the centre. Not too fussy in clearing his lines. Well, he did his job defensively.
โอ้ย
Well, it's come down to the final 20 minutes here. Might be able to set up the chance.
โอ้โหแม่ง
And nothing comes of the attack when all is said and done. Racing forward, trying to catch them out. It has gone over the touchline for...
มา พอเลยเตาเลยแม่ง
Or what will be a throw in. So making the substitution now. Rodri. Here's Carvajal. Ferran Torres. Oh, surely. Still alive. Can he convert? Fine goalkeeping to push that away. Rodri. Firing it towards goal. Well, very effective goalkeeping to touch it over.
ใช้ได้
Corner kick played in. Over it comes. Well, lacking just a little bit of accuracy. Fifteen minutes remaining. Delightful pass. It's been aimed towards the front post. Attending to his defensive chores. Something to worry about here. Breaking at pace. All hands on deck. And that is the sort of tackle he had scripted in his mind.
โดนบอล
Not a particularly strong... He's in with a chance. Can he convert? Excellent block. Can't get the shot through. He's driven in the corner. Punched away. And he takes on the shot. Well, just narrowly over the crossbar. Good hit, though. Steven Bergwijn. Well, he was in the right place to intercept.
พุ่งล้ม
Not much defensive cover there on the flank. Oh, in with a chance. Well, he stumped it out of there without much fuss. Asensio. Oh, there it is! It's one goal after another, and it speaks to the quality of that performance.
Well, just look at this. They all back off him, and he takes the advantage. He goes through 1, 2, 3. In the end, it's a wonderful solo goal.
Well, if there were any lingering doubts about the outcome, surely they now have been removed. Morata. And is at the moment for Morata. And this time it's in. Fabulous goal. And just look at the celebrations.
แฟนบอลมาแค่นี้เพราะโควิดนะ
Well, he's gone for pure power, and why not when you've got a rocket in your boot? What a strike!
using his physical strength to make sure he doesn't lose the ball. Losing possession. Well, foul play, says the referee. Steven Bergwijn. Well, it didn't happen for them in attack.
Oh. 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 Oh.เอาเว้ยตาย
Joel
ตาย
Feldman.
โอ้ย
Thinking defensively, Aspilicueta. Well, this could pose problems for the defenders.
เฟอร์นันโตเลส
Is this the moment?
เรียบร้อยครับ
Burying them beneath an avalanche of goals. No let up here.
Well, here's the replay, and it's a lovely quick counter-attack that sets up the chance. And he chooses to use power in the finish. Not much chance for the keeper when it's hit that hard.
And a big chunk of added time here, a minimum of 5 minutes. Possession changing
โอ้
hands.
โห
Well,
มื
it's
อ
a really
เต็ม
poor
เลย
challenge.
เจ็ด
Now,
แค่
what's the referee going to do about it? And the referee has determined that that is a bookable offence.
I don't think he can think anything else after that challenge.
Going well. An utterly disappointing cross. Goal kick.
อ้าวเฮียเดินทะลุกันเฉยเลย
In a position from which they could potentially do a bit of damage here. Oh, good save. Well, he's given a corner, the referee.
ยิ้มไงมึง
Played into the centre of the box. Unable to keep the ball. Myron Boadu.
เชียร์แล้ว
Promise.
ลุดกระจุยเลย
Saul. Isco has it. And so the final whistle
9-2
here. The visitors come out on top, Lee.
Well, it was a very assured performance, wasn't it? Particularly impressive up front. Their
เอาลูกบอล
forwards
กลับบ้าน
really hit form today. The result was never much in doubt, if I'm honest.
Well, what a game we have in store for you today. The hosts have been scoring freely all season, but they face the best defence in the league. Who will come out on top? Stay with us. We'll have all the action for you from Manchester here on EA TV live.
Renato Sanchez.
And welcome everyone to England's Northwest. The action soon to get underway here at Old Trafford. I'm Derek Ray. With me for commentary is Lee Dixon, and it's all about action from the Premier League in this case. It is Manchester United facing Leicester City.
Yeah, thanks as always, Derek. It's a pleasure to be here. Anticipating a really good game today. The atmosphere is great. Certainly buzzing from the spectators' point of view as we head towards kick-off. Hopefully, we won't be disappointed.
The newspapers have been going heavily on the Dimitri Payet story this week, playing against his old club, and I wonder what's going through his mind.
Well, Derek, whilst the occasion for him is a nice one, and there'll be lots of smiley faces surrounding you when you meet old friends, etc., I can tell you those smiley faces, every single one of them will want you to have a nightmare fall flat on your face when the game starts. It could be a tricky day for him today.
This is the team Manchester United will go with. David De Gea begins in goal. Kalidou Koulibaly plays with Sergio Ramos at the back. And the main striker is the precocious Kylian Mbappe.
มาซิยาวไปไหนมาซิยาวแมนซิตี้ซื้อไปแล้วครับ$231 ล้านดอลลาร์ขายได้โคตรคุ้ม
Well, it might well be a game to savour. Manchester United kick off. Good visualisation and execution. Straight offside, but only just. Vidal. Bruno Fernandes. Well, not very clever defending. Mbappe! Can they put it away? Well, a pretty ordinary challenge.
โอ้โหชนโดนเลยแม่วิ่งชนเฉยเลยถือว่าเป็นการทำลายจังหวะ
Yeah, he knows exactly where he stands. Look at the referee, how he's told him off there. No yellow card, but certainly knows what the referee's thinking.
ไม่โดนใบเหลืองก็บุญละจังหวะนี้เราต้องเอาพี่เดมายิงมุมนี้มุมนี้เรียบร้อยพี่เด
We'll see it again here, Derek. Looks easy, doesn't it? I can tell you it isn't. I'm telling you now.
Well, the goal again, albeit from a different angle.
Well, all the hard work has paid off, but the manager knows a lot more has to be done to secure this game.
So the match has restarted, 1-0 here.
Manchester United, number 1, David De Gea.
It has gone over the touchline for what will be a throw-in. Paul Pogba. Sancho now. Wan-Bissaka. And crossed in there. He's gone and found the net. Brilliant piece of finishing. Magnificent goal.
Bruno.
Well, here's the replay, and it all starts with the delivery into the box, just begging for someone to get on the end of it. And the finish, I can't tell you how hard that technique is. It's an absolute cracker.
It's going their way, 2-0. Evans.
อ้าวเฮียแรดฟอร์ดล้มเฉยเลยมาแล้ว
An
จะ
awful
เอา
lot of green space to run into. And it goes! A 3-goal cushion, and you truly sense it's a matter of how many.
Here's the replay, and I can see why the keeper's a little frustrated. He thought he got enough on that to keep it out, but it's just come past him and he's unlucky, really.
Well, let's take another look at that goal, shall we?
ยิงแสกหน้า
Well, all the day's frustrations are there for all to see. The coach needs to try and turn this around, and quickly.
This is looking rather comfortable for them. 3-0. Fabra. And he saw the situation developing. Sancho. Well, a top-notch piece of defensive judgment. Renato Sanchez. Marega. Read it well. Plenty of running room in the wide position. A goal! An exceptional performance this. 4 to the good now.
Well, here it is again, and all the credit goes to the goal scorer. But you have to ask questions about the keeper. He's got to have that covered for me. No wonder he's frustrated with himself.
ยิงมุมนี้
A lopsided contest, 4-0. Tielemans. Throw into Manchester United. Koulibaly. Rashford. Could cross it in here. And the goalkeeper up to the task.
Well, yeah, it's a decent save, but if he lets that in, you'd be asking questions.
Job done defensively by Marcelo. Tielemans. Well, no luck keeping possession. Rashford. And the keeper got there. Corner kick played in. A header it was, but a pretty straightforward save, Lee.
Well, it's an easy header, Derek, and he made it look really difficult.
Marega. Well, that's a well-timed pass. And it might be. What a vital intervention. And they could face difficulties here. A goal! He's dispatched it, much to the sheer delight of the fans.
Marega.
Well, Derek, I almost can't watch the replay. It's so bad. Rule number 1, If in doubt, clear your lines. Faffing about with it in your own defensive third. Never won any medals. Terrible play.
Well, not too much defending going on in the grand scheme of things. 4-1. Renato Sanchez. Davinson Sanchez. Well, they're on the scent of something positive. That's how to rob them of possession. Well, he's given a corner, the referee.
Very even.
And firing it into the area. Well, the header didn't exactly go to plan.
Well, I'm not sure what he did there when he caught it on the top of his head, but whatever he did, it was a poor attempt.
Marcelo. That's a nice looking ball. Thumped clear. What about the opportunity from earlier? Let's have another look now, shall we? Played into the centre of the box. The end product just wasn't there. Renato Sanchez. Fabra. Marega. Oh, that's a pass of high quality. Big opportunity. In it goes! Such a complete performance. 4 in front now.
Well, here's the replay, and as we see, it's a class ball through to split the defence, and he had choices of what type of finish to apply. And bang, he goes for the smash. Lovely goal.
A glut of goals. 5-1 it is. Davinson Sanchez. Here's Tielemans. Extremely sloppy in possession. Now Paul Pogba. Couldn't grab hold of it. Still possibilities. Well, threat over for now.
Well, how many goals are we going to get? The chances are just coming thick and fast. Defensively, they're all over the place. Can they make them pay a little bit more? It looks like they can.
The Red Devils have lost the ball. It is to be a throw-in. Well, it didn't happen for them in attack. Evans. Chowdhury. Racing forward, trying to catch them out. Well, that's a super ball over the top. Can they put it away? A really committed challenge, and it's gone out for a throw-in. Hamza Chowdhury. Here's Tielemans. Marega. Well, nicely cut out. Now what can they do with the ball? United finding space on the wing. Will he play it in? What a vital intervention. Well, an easy one to cut out, really. Marega. Dimitri Payet with it. It's a perfect challenge. And breaking at pace with menace. So close!
Super fast break, lovely football. They'll be a little bit disappointed not to have scored there.
ไอ้เหี้ยไปเย็ดแม่งหลอกวันพิซาก้าหัวทิ่ม
Chowdhury. And Jose Perez with it. Justin. Jose Perez. Here's Tielemans. Pogba. Tremendous ball played through. Not the pass he had in mind. That is goalkeeping of the highest order and of the bravest order as well.
Well, it's not all about tipping balls over the bar and round the post. It's about being brave and diving at players' feet.
Well, the ball lost here. Vidal. Bruno Fernandes has it. Pogba. Advantage Manchester United. Can he put it away? And the free kick awarded to Manchester United.
อีแว่นมึงโดน
Well, that could be his final rebuke, I think, and the referee's making that absolutely clear.
Well, I like that, Derek. Good refereeing. Nice and strong. Told the player exactly what he was thinking.
Sancho. Well, that's really sound goalkeeping, not letting the opposition have any scraps. Jose Perez. Musa Marega has it. Dangerous looking through ball. Couldn't hang on to it. Paul Pogba's incisive pass. It's one goal after another, and it speaks to the quality of that performance.
Well, let's see the replay and look at the pace at which the counter-attack happens. And then through on goal, you never really had any doubt he was going to slot that away. Good finish.
Well, you've got to say, an incredible first-half performance. That scoreline tells you all you need to know. Evans. Hamza Chowdhury. Justin. Well, what on earth happened there? Marega. Well, let's see if something comes of this. Oh, crucial tackle. Brilliant. So there goes the half-time whistle. Manchester United in front, Lee. Positive signs for them.
Well, Derek, playing as a defender for this lot must be an absolute dream. You know the forwards are likely to score, so you've just got to have a half-decent game in the back, and the likelihood is you'll bag all 3 points. Easy, eh?
As anticipated, plenty of talking points so far. And now the second half is underway. Marcelo. And cutting inside. Perfect tackle. Pogba. Sancho now. Wan-Bissaka. A sloppy pass. Well, the counter chance looks very real. Will it be sufficiently imaginative? Well, up a cul-de-sac in terms of the attack. It's a fine United move in the making. And cleared away. And a friendly reminder that we have more action from the Premier League coming up. It's Leicester City facing West Ham United.
Yeah, the fixtures come in thick and fast. Should be...
He's in here. And there is the goal to make it a hat-trick. Excellence in finishing, there for all to see.
Well, here's the replay, and it's a decent move to evade the defender, and he had choices of what type of finish to apply. And bang, he goes for the smash. Lovely goal.
Davinson Sanchez. Chowdhury. Moussa Marega has it. Here's Tielemans. Might be able to get in behind the defence. Perez. And Koulibaly thwarting them. Opportunity to deliver the cross. Great block again. Vidal. Oh, in with a chance. The save was a good one. The corner kick, the referee's verdict. Played into the centre of the box. Can they stop it going in? Oh, and he puts away the second chance. But the goalkeeper angry with himself here.
Well, let's have a look at that replay. As a defender, or all the defenders in the box, you've got to be a pessimist. You've got to expect something bad to happen. It's back off the keeper, and now it's in the back of the net.
Renato Sanchez. It's with Davinson Sanchez. Tielemans. Couldn't keep the ball. Less than convincing defending. In with a chance. A goal! We're really being spoiled. This is attacking football at its finest.
Well, here it is again, and I wonder how he waltzes past the defender so easily. And when he gets through to the keeper, he just smashes it past him and gives him no chance to think. A lovely finish.
And 30 minutes left for play in this match. Tielemans. He's got the right idea with that pass. And that's the hat-trick! Tearing apart this defence time and again. They simply can't handle him.
Well, here's the goal again, and it's a great ball to put him through. And once he gets himself settled with the keeper to beat, he hammers it into the back of the net. Smashing goal.
มีการเปลี่ยนตัวแล้ว
Tielemans. Justin. Here's Tielemans. Renato Sanchez. Mbappe. And the timing was perfect. Ball one. It is to be a throw-in. Vidal. Marcus Rashford. Rashford getting forward. Superbly read and executed. And the counter looks on here. Options available. Options in the middle. But nothing to worry about. So a deflection, and they can get ready for the corner kick routine.
เปลี่ยนตัวเปลี่ยนตัว
But on the evidence of what we're seeing in this match, Kylian Mbappe is a striker at the peak of his powers, Lee.
Yeah, I bet the keeper is sick of the sight of him. He's been peppering that goal from all sorts of angles, as you can see. Good goals to boot as well.
And he's fired over the corner. Not quite the clearance they were hoping for. And able to get a body in the way. Well, the conditions look pretty good for the counter-attack. Will they profit from this situation? But it can't get all the way through. Getting in there to take it away. Good work to win it back high up the pitch. We're now inside the final 20 minutes of the game. Sancho. On to Bruno Fernandes. Perfectly positioned to take it away. Marega. Well, the attack fizzled out. Wan-Bissaka. It's with Koulibaly. Cavani. Well, that's a super ball over the top. Chance maybe.
โอ้โห
Bruno Fernandes. Pogba has it. And able to close down the shot. So a goal kick is what's coming up here. And with play stopped, they will make the change now. Jose Perez. Oh, that's a really good authoritative tackle. Throw in here. Just been a thoroughly cogent and convincing performance in this match, Lee.
Well, for United, the creative teamwork has all come together tonight. The players are all on the same hymn sheet. The flow, the movement.
Still possibilities. And in at the second time of asking, but the goalkeeper badly at
เรียบ
fault.
ร้อย
Well, here's the replay, and Derek, a lot of the time the keeper saved the day. The last line of defence, but he's had a nightmare here. Big mistake, and the goal goes down to him.
Well, if there were any lingering doubts about the outcome, surely they now have been removed. Since they have the ball, the referee playing advantage here. Davinson Sanchez. Moussa Marega has it. Not a promising looking attack, but comes to nothing in the end. Rodrigo. Plenty of players waiting in the middle. Can he put it away? And the keeper more than equal to it. It's a corner. Over it comes. Well cleared away. And played to the front post. No-nonsense clearance. Oh, magnificent reaction.
ซานโช
And firing it into the area. Oh, it comes to nothing in the end. Really should have made more of that. In position here to protect the ball. Payet. And that's very good refereeing to let the play flow. Could play it in. And cleared away. Rodrigo. United finding space on the wing. Just couldn't get it through. So a throw in here. Options in the centre. And cuts in. It looked as though he was going to score, but last-ditch defending is something you know about, Lee.
Yeah, he was hassled. It made him hurry his shot, and it's close.
Well, he saw the situation developing. Payet. Magnificent defending. Perez. And blocked by Marcelo. Well, no danger now. Well, they'd be a bit annoyed to have lost the ball. Perez. Payet in the centre. And the ball is loose.
เหนียวเว้ย
Not a time for cool heads. Van de Beek racing forward, trying to catch them out. Well, not to be in terms of the counter-attack.
หมดเวลาแล้วเว้ย
Well, he played that one really well. Dangerous looking attack. Plays it back. Getting in the way, Marcelo. Rodrigo.
โอ้โหขวาง
Good
เฉยเลย
idea, that particular move, but not to be. James Maddison. Oh, that's an interesting pass. Beautifully disguised ball. On the pass in behind the defence. Quick thinking from the keeper. Donny van de Beek. Oh, they've lost it. Renato Sanchez. And unable to keep possession. And there it is, the final whistle. It's a Manchester United victory. Their fans will be happy about that, Lee.
Well, it must be a dream as a striker to play in this team. They create for fun and have a lovely attacking style about them. Clinical finishing today as well.
And they could face...
โอเคตี3แล้วงั้นเดี๋ยวผมขอตัดจบแต่เพียงเท่านี้แล้วกันครับขอบคุณครับ